Hello, welcome to Cluj-Napoca, Romania. I heard you had a very nice tour around Europe with this Erasmus program, and congratulations for this. This did not exist when I was in high school. I'm Ruben Marian. I am from Cluj-Napoca. Together with my wife, we develop more businesses here in Romania, and our vision is to go in more emerging countries around Europe and also Middle East in the future. Today, I was challenged by our team, GuildNext, to talk with you a little bit about business. So my idea today is to share a little bit to see my journey. How did I arrived in this business field as an entrepreneur, and also maybe some business pitch ideas and principles that maybe we can use in the future if somebody of you would like to create a big business. Sometime we will have to present our business, to go to investors, and we will discuss about some principles there. And maybe at the end, if you have time and are curious, some questions, I would love to talk with you and speak more. Today, I'm going to share a little bit of our journey as an entrepreneur, and at the end, we will come back to this discussion. I'm very lucky to make a great team with my wife, Oana. I'm an entrepreneur, and Oana, it's a manager. So I'm very good maybe with the future. I think, okay, this could happen, or those could be some solutions of some problems that today we have in society. And for me, it's very easy to dream and to look in the future to see how will the things evolve maybe in the next 5-10 years. But I'm not so very well good with day-to-day management of things, of people, of money. And there, my wife is an expert. So I was very lucky and blessed to have a wife that she's talented in this field, and together we can make a great team together. I grew up in Romania just after communism. I was 5 years old at the revolution in Romania. Before that in Romania we didn't have free market, so you could not do business or to be an entrepreneur as you like. Everything was owned by the state, and everything was settled by the state how it should be, and it was a pretty big challenge because we really didn't have very good models. So the first entrepreneurs in Romania were doing business in connection with the state. They were having relations. They were put in a position maybe as a manager, and then they owned the company directly or with some bribe. We had big challenges in Romania. So for me, looking from distance as a kid, I thought, oh, this is so nice. I would love to be an entrepreneur one day. But when I was looking at the people and the models that we had in society, I was a little bit not very sure, because I grew up in a family with good principles and values, and for me it was important to be honest and to do things in a right way. So this is the background. My first lessons in business I have from the marketplace, where I used to sell vegetables together with my grandma. My father is a farmer, my grandfather are farmers, but he didn't like to sell the goods. And then my grandma used to take me to the market, and together I saw how is it with sales, how is it with the customer experience, how is it to have a good experience for your customer, how to serve them well, how to maybe offer a little bit more than they were thinking of. So I was very blessed with my grandma, and I could learn from her these basic things in sales and marketing. And actually, today I think in business it's essential. You can have the best services, the best products, but if you are not an expert in sales and marketing, or if you don't have a partner that is an expert in sales and marketing, your chance to succeed are very, very low. So for me, it was a blessing. I had this directly from my grandma. But as I told you, my father was a farmer, but they didn't have business education or entrepreneurship like you have today. There weren't so many methods. So he was very good in production. He used to produce a lot of vegetables, but he was not really thinking, who are our customers? Who will buy from us? So he went bankrupt. And for me, it was a big lesson, because I saw my father, he was in big stress. We almost lost our house, and everything we had, all the business was lost. And then I realized, okay, business, it's nice, but it's also risky a little bit. So you need, it's good to have good ideas, but if you're not an expert in management, you have no chance in business. So we have to combine those two things. But still, I kept on dreaming. I was thinking maybe one day I will build a big business. And especially after I married with my wife, Juana, we made our dreams together. We made the dream book and we wrote everything that we would like to do in life. And then when I see how big dreams we have, I realize, okay, it's going to be very difficult if we are not some top managers or entrepreneurs, because to travel all around the world and to do all those nice things and nice cars, and that's how we thought then. We believe that business is about making money. We didn't believe it is more. So this is how we started. My first experience with a business pitch professional was in Arena Leilor in 2006 in Romania. That is the version of Dragon's Den. There, just after I finished university at 22 years old, together with my father, we went to these investors in Romania to present them a business plan for a farm with the cows and milk. Everybody was laughing and everybody said, you have no chance. Look, those are so important people. They will not invest into your idea. So I said, okay, it was first time when we had this show in Romania, so I had no model. So we went there and I prepared like 6 months in ahead. I was thinking about questions, what they could ask me, what would be interesting for them. I was going to other business people and presenting the plan. They were giving me feedback. So at the end, I had one page, big page. I had it with me there, and I presented the plan. And the thing is, I was very surprised that one of the investors decided to invest 200,000 euros in my business idea. So I said, wow, this is interesting. I didn't implement the business, even if we made the contract and I had the 200,000 euros available, because the price of milk went down that year, and then it was not, the numbers were not good anymore. But for me, it was a huge difference, because my trust in me completely changed. Because after I saw that somebody wanted to invest 200,000 euros in me, I said, maybe we can do this business. So even today, I have a business with my father, and we invested with the bank, and we do vegetables, and we grow a farm in Romania, in northwest of Romania, 2 hours drive from here. But still, I was thinking about business. So I decided to start a business with my wife with heavy machinery, to trade machinery. I saw this equipment in Germany for road construction, for farming, and I realized that in Romania we are very behind with technology. So I saw an opportunity, I saw a difference. I saw that we need to develop our country, we need to build roads, infrastructure. So just after we got married, together with my wife Juana, we started this business from scratch. No money, no relations in politics, nothing. Everybody believed in Romania, to start a business, you need to be from a family with business. Or you need to have many friends, or you need to have, I don't know what, business education. No, we start from scratch, only with an idea in our mind that maybe some of the equipment we see in Germany we could sell in Romania. This is how we started. It was very difficult at the beginning, a lot of work, 2 years work, until we had the first customers. But in time, we grew. We started with second-hand, and then we grew to new equipment. We represent officially some brands now in Romania. We make distribution and sales of heavy machinery. And we are in 5 business units now. We have construction, we have agriculture, we have parts, attachments, and also we have rental business. We are located now in 3 places in Romania, and our dream is to go international. Our biggest asset is our team. We are so grateful for our team. I'm an entrepreneur, I have many ideas, but all these ideas can come to reality only together with a team of people that work together, that together they create something new in reality. Before it was nothing, it was only an idea, and from one idea we created a business together with a team. This picture is last year. So I started 16 years ago completely by myself, one person doing all management, marketing, sales, technical side, because I didn't have any persons in the team. And this picture is last year, and from last year we doubled the team. We are more than 105 people now, working together and having an impact in business and in society. Our vision is that emerging markets will be transformed by our services. And our mission is to create a unique ecosystem of products and services that create the best customer experience. And this we want to do in Romania and also in other countries in Europe. Now, I want to go a little bit to the what helped me to create some business plan that were financed, or that how could I attract investments, and some principle about the business pitch. It's not complicated, it's simple. In reality, it's just a few principles. And if we think about a business presentation, what is the most important thing is to have clarity, to know your business, to know what is your business, what do you have to offer. Then it's very important to think about the audience. What would be their question in mind? What would be important for them? How do we adapt our speech to our audience? Of course, it's critical in business to be honest. Integrity makes business possible, because at the end of the day, business is a relation between persons. At the end of the day, two persons will sit near each other and say, let's do this together. So to be honest, it's extremely important. It's important to know exactly your numbers and your financials. In business, if you have a great idea, but you don't know exactly what are my numbers, what would be my financials, it's very difficult to grow. It's important to have faith, to believe in what you do. If you don't believe in what you do and that is possible, it's going to be very hard to convince others. And it's important to be quite short that the other person will remain curious and will say, okay, I would like to have a coffee with you and discuss more about this later. Clarity, I think, is the biggest challenge when I look in the world around us. It's so much noise, it's so many things going on, so much information, and we don't have clarity anymore. We don't know exactly why do we do what we do. What do we want to do, and how are we going to do it? There are some simple questions. Simon Sinek has a book about this, Start With Why. I recommend to you to read that book. It's so important to have clarity. To have clarity, maybe to have some time alone, without all our devices, without all the social media and everything, and just to sit and think, where we are coming from, where are we going, why. There are some questions, maybe difficult, but they will give us clarity. And in business, today, clarity is missing. If we think about a business pitch, like a presentation, there are some elements that are important that we touch them, or if we think about them. In any business, we have things like problem, like solution, things like market, like competition, like strategy, like team. It's very important. And then to have clarity at the end, what do I want actually? What do I want? What do I have to offer? It's critical. Everything starts from problem and solution. So the question is this problem big enough that I want to solve? Is a real problem actually? Or maybe I just believe it is a problem. I have to test. What is my solution to this problem? Is it really innovative, creative, new solution, or something that is more valuable with added value in that solution? Why do I think we are the most suitable to offer that solution in the market? It's extremely important. Regarding the market, it's always to ask, is the market big enough? Will I have sufficient customer with my solution? Who will buy from us? What will be the profile? How many men and women maybe? What will be the percentage? What age? If we are selling to final customers? If we are selling to companies, what is the profile of the company that will buy from me? Nobody thinks about competition. When you have a great idea, you think, I'm alone. But still, even if it's a small competition, it's important to identify it, to know, and to make sure that we understand who are the players in that market and why are we better than them. Regarding strategy, there are a lot of books and a lot of things about strategy. At the end, strategy helps us to understand what is our different point. How we differentiate ourselves from the others. What is the value added that we add? That is it. The strategy is very important to understand how are we different from the other players in the market, and what is the value added that we add to our customers. Financially, it's, about profit, about revenues, about customer, about acquisition cost of the customer, lifetime value. So based on these numbers, we can make a prediction. It's very important in business to make a prediction, maybe 3-5 years time prediction of how could things look like in the best case scenario, worst case scenario, how is possible. Here it's a big challenge because we are enthusiastic and maybe we neglect the numbers. The numbers are very important in business. We cannot do business without the numbers. The team also, that's why I asked you at the beginning, it is not possible to do business alone. It is very important to pair with other people and to find people that are different than you. For example, if I'm good in sales and marketing, I need somebody that is very good with operation, with administration, with numbers, with people, that is very good in exactly the fields that I don't like. But in a business, we need it all. So it's very important to have this ability to identify the strength points in other people and to bring them on our boat together and say, look, this is the vision. This is what we're working on. And it's something so enthusiastic that we can do it together. At the end, it's important to have a proposal, a clear thing. What do I need? What do I have to offer? This must be very clear and must be very interesting for the other person. So we must put it in something that is interesting for the other. As I look at my journey as an entrepreneur, I see that entrepreneurship, it's a calling. I'm also a believer. And for me, it's clear that entrepreneurship, like other vocation, like being a professor, like being a doctor, being a lawyer, it's a vocation. And we have services for the other people. We serve the others with what we do. So then it's very important to understand it's not about us. It's not about making more money, having a bigger house, having a nicer car. It's about how can I serve the other people around me with my gifts, with my unique gifts, because each of us, it's unique in what we do and what we have. So how can we serve the others? And as an entrepreneur, I understand I'm called to create products and services that will transform the world around us and will serve the other people. So that's why I think it's a calling. That's why, for example, as an entrepreneur, we choose to be generous with our time, with our resources, with our influence. For example, we founded a Guild community with business people, entrepreneur and managers, that we decided to collaborate with professionals like Andrea and to come in high schools and to share from the experience. Because when I was in high school, we didn't have models in Romania. Now there are, and we can learn from them, maybe be inspired, maybe be motivated, maybe think that if in Romania we could do business from scratch, then maybe in other countries it's possible too, because, you know, we have all the excuses in the world not to do it. So it's very important, the community, and to think over the profit, how my business impacts the society, how my business is helping all of us grow and become better persons. Thank you. It was a pleasure to be here with you. I appreciate it, and I hope we will have some questions.
Don't be shy.
Please.
So it's a situations, and I want to know which one is safer. For example, you want to start a new business, you have a new idea, so that means there's basically no market, and you also have no competitors, which I think is a good thing. But if you if you want to start a business in an area that's already evolving around you, you have competitors, but you have a big market. So which one is better?
I think it's no direct question to this. Depends on many things. Statistically, the ones that come the second time in the market, not the first one, have better chance to succeed. When you're first, statistically, when you're the first, you need to educate the market many times, and you spend a lot of energy and time to educate the market, to show people, look, this is a good thing to have, this is good for you. You invest a lot in marketing there. And when your competition comes, market is already prepared, and they maybe do something much better than you in some field. Maybe they're faster, maybe they are cheaper, maybe they are more, and they can do it much better than you. But not always. Also, there is a huge advantage when you are the first. In many things, when you are the first, already people think, okay, they are the ones dealing with this type of industry, and you become a reference. It all depends. It's what I believe. I personally would think about which of those businesses is more closer to my heart. Which one I would be more passionate about, that I would be willing to invest 10, 12 hours per day, maybe in the beginning, and it will bring me the most satisfaction. And also, which of those industries I'm really good at, or talented, or schooled, or trained, or, to have some advantage. Not only regarding money, and not only the chance of succeed, because in business it's like a marathon, it's not a sprint. So it's not only starting, it's to take it on long term. And that's why you have to like it. You need to be passionate about it. So I would choose with my heart where I'm more passionate about it, more than with the numbers at the beginning. Because if you're passionate, the money will come. If you offer a great service and the customers will be happy, they will buy your products and services, and then your company will grow. Please.
What motivated you to be an entrepreneur?
Well, I had some idea when I was little. When I saw the sales in the market, I realized I like sales, I like growth, but I was not really sure. The real thing, what happened in our life, was that the company that I worked together with my wife, we worked for a company during university, went bankrupt. And we remained without jobs. So we were both unemployed, living in Cluj-Napoca, having an apartment already with that was bought by us. We paid a down payment there, 35,000 euros, and we didn't have any money directly. So then I was very motivated to do something. Now, of course, it's a big temptation, because I could go and get a good job maybe, or to test this entrepreneurial journey that is not really easy, with a lot of risk. But I really wanted to give it a try. I really believed that it's possible that the equipment that I saw in Germany, we can have it in Romania somehow, or sell it, because I saw the need in the market. I did not know how. I did not know. It was only an idea, maybe some intuition that is possible. And it was a journey, It was a journey that we had many struggles. In the first 2 years, we only sold one equipment. So in all that time, it was very difficult for us. But somehow I believed. What it was important for me back then, it was to have something stable in my life that would give me peace. Because when you have so many no's from outside, everybody's refusing your products, it's very easy to think about yourself, maybe I'm not so valuable person. So to have the results with your identity, that it should not be mixed. But I used to mix them together because I had so many no's around me. And then what helped me was my relation with my wife, that she really believed in me. Even if after we lost our apartment and we have to go in rent, she still believed in me. And my relation with God, my faith, helped me a lot in that period, because those were two things that were very stable in my life. And even if I didn't make it as an entrepreneur, I knew I would have a good life together with my wife, and for sure I would find a job. Yes?
Do you believe that generally it's a good idea to start a business with very close friends or family, or your partner?
No. No. This is how I started, with family and friends and colleagues from high school and university. I would not do it again. It's very, very, very difficult to fire your family. It's very difficult to fire your friends. It's very difficult because at one certain point you will have to choose what is more important, my relation or the business. And if I have a big vision for the business, I will have to separate maybe from one of the employees that maybe were great at the beginning, but then they didn't keep up. In entrepreneurship and in business, things change so much. And we are persons, we have to go outside of comfort zone. And sometimes at the beginning we like it, but then it's more and more difficult. And if you can do it with other persons, I recommend this totally. If you don't have other persons like me and start from scratch, then you do what is possible, everything. I tried with friends, with family, everybody, and it's okay, but it's more difficult. It's going to be more, for you, emotionally, it's going to be more difficult.
How do you find that special persons who really help you in your, and you collaborate very well.
Yes.
How do you find them?
What I learned during time, people are not attracted to me as a person. People are attracted to an idea. So example, the vision. The vision is, where do we want to be in the future? What is the difference that we want to make in the world? Why is the world a better place because our company exists or because we do business? And this is what attracts people. So it's a higher purpose. Not that, yeah, I have a good salary, I get a promotion here. No, we are people that deep inside us, there is a need to be significant. At the end of the day, we need to know that our life matters for the others, that we didn't live just a life, we made a difference in other people's life. So that's why it's so important to start with why. Why is this business? What is this business doing? What is the impact? Why do I do what I do? It's very important. And our people are coming to join the business because of the impact we have in society and because of our vision. What do we want to do? For example, in Romania, I know we have this big challenge. So many people go and work abroad in Europe for a higher income. And our vision is that we will create here products and services with value added so that persons from maybe other parts of Europe can come and live in Romania and have a good life here. Because life can be good here. You will see these days when you walk around. There are nice people here, nice foods, nice atmosphere, very nice historic places, mountains, everything. The problem is the economy. So we attract people with a vision. And if the vision is big enough, then people will come and will join us. So it's important to have clarity, to know why I'm doing this.
In your company, you are the one who is of human resources?
No.
There is other.
We have two colleagues on human resources. I am involved with recruiting managers, for example, the managers that will work with other people. Before, imagine, I started from zero, so I hired everybody at the beginning. Maybe until we were 50, I was involved in all the interviews and selected each person personally. But as we grow, it's impossible because now we have headquarters in different locations. It's not a city anymore. It's more multiple locations, so it's not possible. But I hired the leaders, the top managers, because it's very important to have the same values, the same principles. When we hire people, I'm not looking only what do you know to do. It's how are you as a person? What do you believe in? What are your principles? Because it's important to be aligned. The other things we can learn. The other things it can be learned. So if it's a person of trust, of character, if it's motivated to grow, then if they know or not, we can learn together. But if they are not a person of trust, we cannot do business. Or if they don't want to grow, they will have no chance in our company because we are scaling. We are moving very fast now. So you're welcome. Thank you so much for your time. I wish you a nice day.
So proud of having you here, actually, and inspired. When I say proud, I always say, well, Andrea, you did a good job. But actually, it's not Andrea, it's you all and you people at GuildNext who never say no. Although, this was like a teaser, let's say, like an appetizer, because tomorrow you will meet 7 other great people from GuildNext, all local businessmen or entrepreneurs involved here in this great project. The fact that Ruben was not available for tomorrow because he being a CEO, he has different things, establishments in before. But he said, but I really want to come. Do you have another time slot? And I was like, yeah. Okay, so this was Ruben. A great public speaker, I think. This is what we should say. Now is the time for us to,
Yeah, thank you. Yes.
To boost your self-esteem, because you had a lack of self-esteem at the beginning.
Yes.
I noticed that, and it was such an encouragement, and I hope it's for you, our students as well. Whenever you feel discouraged or you feel that you're lacking self-esteem, go do something to boost your self-esteem, okay? And this Erasmus is a great booster. Okay, so right on time. Thank you so much.
Very welcome.
Round of applause.